what in the world am I doing? Like, and there's a person over there doing it, and there was a person over there doing it. I was like,
there's not a coincidence there. That's you know, we're like a radio.
Actually, you really got to be diligent with what you feed your mind. I just stopped watching TV one day. There's so much polarity. And people think they're doing the right thing by...
Yeah, like an eye for an eye and the whole world would be blind.
Okay, you know? What's for the good of the whole?
Where the inability to be their self was causing pain and suffering. And it was unnecessary pain and suffering. Some suffering and pain is necessary for growth of seeing the other perspective, or the you know, like that that kind of contour to it. But that for the most part, people were having too much unnecessary suffering. And that we had to help people realize who they were so that they could just be their self and enjoy their self, you know?
And that's sounds so
this is
simple.
I know. This is my ayahuasca experience. This is your dream, and this is you know, a guy that leaves his body and it has no pulse for a day and a half and comes back with the same message. So there's not a coincidence there. That's like 3 different messages that are the same.
In your face. Yeah. We just need to get happy, find our happies. And if we can do that as a collective, because think about it, collective consciousness is really interesting. And I never realized how affected you get by it personally. Because it's thought waves. It's just like radio waves. They're thought waves, and they affect you. So I was in Paris walking down the street with my girlfriend, and all of a sudden I caught myself. I had my hand in my pant pocket and my other hand up like this, and I was doing this little strut, and I was like, what in the world am I doing? Like, I've never walked like this in my life. I was like, do you see what I'm doing? She's like, why are you doing that? I go, I don't know. And so I look around and there's a person over there doing it. And there was a person over there doing it. I was like, oh my God, I just totally picked out the Parisian conscious collective and acting it out. We laughed so hard, but at the same time, I was like, wow.
No, and those vibrations hit us, and that awareness and that, and I mean, we're so, there's so much going on beyond what we, you know, we're like a radio.
Yeah, we are.
And we think that we have all this, like, you know, but we are massively affected.
Yeah.
From, you know, and collective consciousness can be this energy that we're swimming in, but it's also the energy vibration of what we're living in too. Yeah. You know, whether it's our food supply and our water supply, or the information and, you know, the media and different things like that. It's all of that.
It's all relevant. And I think the other thing, like, I remember, I think it was like 2008, I just stopped watching TV one day because what was going on in the news was the same thing that Kiefer Sutherland just acted out in 24, which was like my favorite show at the time. And I saw it and I was like, whoa. I looked at my ex-boyfriend and I said, I'm done. He goes, what do you mean? I go, I'm no longer watching television. I was like, we're contributing to this. I was like, because think of it, whatever you feed your brain, it goes right in the subconscious. You create with your thought waves.
Yep. And then if collectively you're all having these more things, no wonder why we have more and more.
So when you're watching, you really got to be diligent with what you feed your mind.
You enjoying this so far? Did you forget to subscribe? Make sure to do so. It takes 2 seconds. Just press that little button, the red one. You know the one. Just press it, little like. All right, enjoy the rest of this content.
It's very important, and your environment that you're in is very important. So if the number one for self-care is, okay, watch what you feed yourself. If it doesn't make you happy, like the news, my mom's like, how do you not watch the news? You got to know what's going on in the world. I was like, if it's meant for me to know, it finds me. I don't have to go looking for it at all.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and a lot of the thought forms I don't want to participate in.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I'm not going to feed that machine. I remember like with Donald Trump, everybody's like so negative and la la la. And they're like, well, what do you think about that? They asked me this. So I was over there. I was like, he's my brother, man. I was like, you know, it's like your kid brother that you watch and they're screwing up. And you can be as mad as you want at them, but you got to send them love and light because it's your brother.
Yeah.
So we're just at such a bipolar time where there's so much polarity. And people think they're doing the right thing by, we're going to fight against this and fight against that.
But they're adding more.
You're just feeding the beast. You want something, you promote the positive, and what's the opposite of it?
Yeah, like an eye for an eye and the whole world would be blind. You know,
Bravo.
like it's people don't think that, you know, you can't feed negativity with more negativity. You can't heal hatred with hatred.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so like, where is there the light and where is the positive?
Yeah.
And in every negative there is a positive, and you can choose how to look at it. Now, it doesn't mean that things don't get crazy. It doesn't mean that you are saying that everything's okay.
Right.
But it's like, okay, yeah, there's change happening.
Mm-hmm.
There's massive change happening.
Yeah.
And whether through the political climate or whether through our individual climate or whether through the collective climate. And because of that, there is going to be a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't have I always say, like, you can't have motion without friction, and you have more motion if you have more friction, right? And we are like a jet or, you know, a rocket ship going out. How much friction with that flame that goes on when they launch that rocket ship? That's huge. Like, people have to be so far away because it's so powerful, right? To get that to go into outer space. Yeah. And we are in that process of having this massive friction. And we can be in awe, and like when somebody will look at a rocket ship, they're in awe, and they're like, oh, look at that amazing, that was able to engineer. They're not looking at and seeing all the pollution that's going into the air. They're not seeing all of the fact that the heat's so hot and it's melting things or the other stuff, and that's all there. Yeah. And the negatives is there. Yeah. But they choose to be in awe at the massive, what that means and that change. Yeah. And it's how do we switch our focus to have more of that.
Right. It's all yin and yang. You know, you're always going to have that balance. But I think what we're being called to ask now is, okay, what's for the good of the whole?
If you like this content, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment below. And we also have amazing link right there for some cool product. I know you want to check it out. I know you want to click it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. You can do it. All right. Until next time, have a beautiful, blessed day.